Welcome back to Sunglasses After Dark. I'm your host, Lauren Tombtone. First of all, I'd like to say happy holidays. And, well, tonight's episode is extra special. It is not just, well, a spoiler alert episode. How shall we say this? This is my spoiled rotten episode. Tonight, we shall be taking a deep dive into the 2024 film by Ty West, Maxxxine. This film is loaded with absolute gems, in my opinion, in terms of production, acting, and, well, pure horror. As well, we shall be having a sit down via Zoom with artist extraordinaire from Haiti, Leslie Pierre Paul, and a musical performance by me. What can I say? It must be the holidays. So stick around right here on Sunglasses After Dark with me, Lauren Tombtone. All right, friends, welcome back to Sunglasses After Dark. Are you ready to take that deep, spoiled dive into Maxxxine with me? I hope you are. In this first segment, I would like to discuss some of the really amazing technical aspects of this film. First of all, although not being shot in 35mm film, it was, in fact, a movie that captured everything that 35mm films deliver. In order to do this, a special lookup table was created with a colorist for the film to achieve elements of graininess, color blooming, exposure, etc., as well as a variety of practical effects, head casting, and of course digital effects that help to create the atmosphere of 1980s Los Angeles. This film really immerses you in the 80s in a way that I've seen a few other films attempt to do, but friends, if you want to know what the 80s felt like, this movie really gives you that touch. Another angle that I would consider a key touch of this film is its score by Tyler Bates, who did an immense amount of study of classic film scores from the 80s and even late 70s that utilize those big synthy analog sounds, lots of saxophone, lots of ambience that really reinforces that neon backdrop and halo, so to speak, that sort of encompasses everything in the film. I just can't get over it, and maybe it's one of those that you might want to add to your collection aside from the film itself. All right, friends, in this next segment, I would like to take a look at the acting, the sheer intensity and honesty that is delivered by some of the most unlikely characters, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to say the two police officers, the detectives. You don't see them much. They're not in the film much. But gosh dang, did I get kind of weirdly attached to them. And that much being said, you gotta see what happens. So that on that level, cops. You don't normally get that attached to the background cops in a film. I did. And of course we have Mia Goth as Maxxxine herself. Um, there's an honesty. There's a not just a deliberateness, but a sense of absolute purpose that Mia delivers through this character that I feel kind of exceeds some of what is even in the film, given its context and her character and what she's been through and what she goes through. All those things aside, you kind of extract a little bit and get down to the core. It's a working girl film. And one of my favorite lines from her, so to speak, that is, well, given to her by her father, is, "I will not accept a life I do not deserve." And wow, how that line encompasses, I think, something much bigger that we can all really tap into when we are struggling against monsters in our own lives. All right, friends. And in this next segment, well, there's no easy way to say it. We are going to focus on death. Many deaths in this film. Spectacular deaths, gruesome deaths, unexpected deaths. And how shall I say, well, honestly, my favorite death in a horror film in quite some time. I'll say at least the last 5 years. And that death, and here it comes once again, spoiler alert, friends. And for those of you still with us, I'm speaking of the death of Kevin Bacon's character. What a sleazeball, an absolute dirtbag, and so wonderfully played by Kevin Bacon. Again, one I kind of didn't see coming, and actually had a certain fondness for his sleaziness and, well, honesty of character. That much being said, his death, well, is not only appropriate, but it's satisfying. And what do I mean by satisfying? Satisfying in that it is appropriate. It is shot in almost a continuous shot. And the moment itself has no cutaway. As his final moments transpire on the screen before you, there is no, like I said, cutaway. And few films, I think, do that. You know, there's always a little bit of back and forth. But in the final moments, you're there. You're right there. And I might say, savoring the moment along with a few other people. I won't go any further than that, but Kevin Bacon's death in Maxxxine is my favorite death in a horror film in the last 5 years. And there are a number of other fantastic deaths that are also, well, terribly appropriate. There's the Buster Keaton guy at the beginning of the film stalking her in the alleyway, and, well, again, watch the film, but certain things, once they're gone, they don't come back on, no matter how much stitching you want to do. Ooh. Well, what can I say? Maxxxine, it is an absolutely fantastic film. I have watched it more than, well, more than I would care to say, and I will be watching it again soon. I look forward to more from this director. His style is unique, it is fresh, and he always takes the time to really embellish his films with that special touch that brings you into whatever the lens he is trying to see the world through uh, is. And I really, really look forward to his next series of works. As far as what's next for us here, well, you'll have to stick around as we have a special sit down via Zoom with Haitian artist extraordinaire Leslie Pierre Paul, right here on Sunglasses After Dark with me, Lauren Tombtone. Hello, friends, and welcome back to Sunglasses After Dark.
the virtual portion of the show, so to speak. My first time ever conducting one of these, and I am so excited to be here with my good friend and this amazing artist, Leslie Pierre Paul. Leslie, thank you for joining us for this interview today.
You're welcome. Thanks as well.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. Just busy at my studio. I'm trying to hang a few paintings on walls. You can see how they look so beautiful on walls.
They do. They really come to life. I have said time and time again since receiving the portrait you did of me, uh, which we'll talk about at some point here. And I did bring the portrait up so you all can see what the amazing work I'm speaking of actually looks like. I want to go ahead and jump into a question right off the bat for you. There's a within your art and Haitian art, um, there's a huge lineage of revolution, liberation. How do these themes work? How do you bring them to life in your work in a modern sense?
Okay, as you know, Haiti history lives in my work through layered textures, tension, and spiritual symbolism. Revelation and liberation appears as resistance and transformations. Trauma has fears and silence and resilience as an inner ancestral strength that refuses to disappear through my artwork.
Indeed. And you capture, and again, you in particular, I feel, capture many of the modern traditions, as well as retaining that classic sensibility within your work. It echoes the past and speaks the future at the same time. And I always, no matter what the painting is, subject wise, I always feel I find something new hidden in it, especially when I look at it from literally a different angle sometimes. Does is that something you intentionally uh, do put into the work as a technique, or is that something that you feel comes to life with each painting?
So I made a lot of paintings. Sometimes I'm trying to focus, about the spirits like Gun Bridget or Baon Samedi. But about the life, especially, I'm trying to explain how I'm feeling be at my outbreak because my voice can tell everything. My voice can tell everything. Sometimes I'm trying to explain what I'm feeling behind my outbreak. I will I will tell you an example about a painting I made last year. The title is Surfing in Silence. It's like I'm feel so bad. I'm suffering inside, but I can explain it. I can explain it on social media. So
Mm-hmm.
I took a good decision to take a canvas, to paint something and bring the story behind it. To tell my friends how I was feel, how I felt doing 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 last times. So it was a good painting to tell everything, all my followers, my friends, my supporters, how I felt inside last year
Yes.
because I felt so bad. I left my country. I can see my family, my student, my brother, my sister, and I'm trying to explain everything behind this painting. It's a beautiful painting, but I don't have it in my studio because I showed this painting I'm talking about in England last year.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great painting. I can say it was one of my best. piece I did last year.
Oh, that is awesome to
Yeah.
hear. I'm very happy for you. And I have seen. Well, on that note, I've seen that your school, New Vision Art School, has had a big display at a
In England.
in England at
Yeah.
2 locations. Is this correct? One was like a street. It looked like a small street gallery, and then recently I saw another one that looked like
Yeah.
it was a
Yes.
more like a house or a private
Yeah.
gallery
I,
indoors.
yeah. I showing studio artwork in St James Market in London.
Yes.
And during this Christmas, I'm showing studio artwork in Choose Love. It's a big store in London.
Ah, yes, yes.
It looks so beautiful.
Uh,
So I'm
that's
feel I feel so happy because many people came to see kids artwork and then purchase something like a Christmas present. You understand what I'm?
yes.
Yeah.
And
So I'm
and I think it's just amazing what you have done to include children, from such an early age with such, showing them not only, as you were mentioning, how the power of art to express those complex experiences and emotions we have in life that sometimes go way beyond words.
yeah
You could write books for days and it's not enough, but
yeah
a picture says 1,000 words. And yeah, what you're doing for kids, to give them the tools for that kind to
yeah
find that voice early,
yeah.
transformative.
I just offered them a special place to explain the emotions, to explain how they feel during difficult times and then good times in life.
Yes.
That's the reason I feel so surprised and very, 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 very happy to give them this beautiful place and then show the artwork abroad. We will have a good exhibition in Canada next year, like February. You hear
Um,
me?
and on that, I would like to interject maybe a tangent here. So we have this foundation you're giving, yet you have your own path. How do you differ from tradition? I would say maybe artistic traditions that have you obviously have founded yourself upon and learned from, but you've taken a different path, and it's catching, it's making an impact.
Yes.
What
So
what made you choose to take a different angle with your art and how you promote it?
okay. So in the past, I'm trying to let my ancestors to give me inspiration. Inspiration
Yes.
some arts inspired by laws, by spirits like Baon, like Papa Legba.
Yes.
I made a lot of painting inspired by my culture, Asian Voodoo. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So Asian Voodoo is Asian culture is, I can say, it's like a religion for many Asian because I'm not initiated. I'm not initiated from Voodoo, but
Ah,
but I learned a lot of things. That's why I'm trying to give the life, like show big respect to spirit behind my artwork. You hear me?
yes,
Uh,
yes.
but
It's a very tough, that's a very
yeah,
tough line to walk.
yeah, but
There's a lot of responsibility there to
yeah,
yourself and to the traditions.
yeah, but sometimes I create artwork inspired by the life. Example, in 2020, I made a lot of painting inspired by COVID-19.
Mm,
Yes, I made a lot of painting inspired by COVID-19. And then the problem in my country, the insecurity completely destroyed my country.
I do.
Yeah, sometimes I'm trying to explain my frustration, how I feel inside behind many painting. I have an example behind me. Like I'm trying to tell a story like a mother who tried to bring peace in the area or where the insecurity, like where they where they where they wow destroyed life of innocence. You understand me?
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
it's the painting. It's about a mother. Like she brings liberty, equality, fraternity.
It's a beautiful painting.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
colors are so evocative. They 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 make me think of the ocean, actually.
yeah. His painting is very different to others painting like inspired by voodoo. That's the reason I took these difference to show you, like this painting and then the one I made inspired by Asian voodoo. You hear me? You understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, so I have another one for you here. Um, is so with your paintings, um, in terms of intuition, and again, this fine line. So there's the intuition or inspiration that you feel to create a painting. And then there's the foundation, the structure. Do both play an equal role? Do you balance them? It's a balancing act. Do they both hold equal weight, or does each painting require you to sort of, okay, this one's got to, I might see this, but I must do this, or, which one are the scales the same, or does that change with each one?
I often let my mind drive me.
Mm,
Yes. Often let my mind drive me. Like sometimes I take a canvas and I would like to paint something to tell all my followers of my friends on social media how the insecurity break my heart, and I take a decision to make a painting inspired by my country. The problem my country knows at the moment. And sometimes I take a decision to make a painting inspired by my mom. Last month I made a great painting inspired by my mom. My mom passed away last month, and I
and again, Leslie, my sincere condolences. As
thank
you know, I as well had a loss in my family several months back as well, and you and I share that feeling.
yeah. So I made this painting to tell all my all my Facebook friends or social media friends or followers how I'm feel after I lost my mom, and I'm trying to tell my friends how I'm feel alone. I'm feel alone for a long time because I don't really know when I will see my mom because she left the earth, And I made this painting to honor her,
Yes,
like she will always present in my life. She will be present on me. On me. That's why.
her spirit lives through that painting, not just for you, but for other people. Other
Yeah,
people get to see her the way you saw her.
yeah, exactly. So that's why I don't like to sell this painting. I'm trying to keep it for myself. Maybe in the future I will give it to my daughter.
Oh, that's beautiful.
As a precious gift. you know.
Indeed, indeed, as well it should be. That is an heirloom, a family heirloom to be treasured for generations.
Yeah,
That's one of those things that you like to think 100 years down the way. So my great great grandfather painted this whole story of you and your mom, and that 100 years from now, things
I
will be
love,
different in that part of the
I,
world, and it's part of that story, though, right?
yeah, I like other people's behind my artwork as well. I paint many friends, I can say. I paint many friends who pass away, you know.
I and I would like to ask you that question, since we're kind of on the heavier end of things. Um, Given the situation, um, and a lot of the personal stuff that you've experienced recently and loss, where do you find hope? What keeps you um, wanting to even move forward when you're engaging themes like collective struggle?
I can say art is one of things in life who keep gives me hopes, because when I sit behind my easel and then take my canvas, it's the best hope I can have in life, to 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 tell my real story, to tell what I'm feeling inside, to tell everything I have, bad or good. It's my hope. But I hope in the future to have another experience, as participate in residence artistic, to make like connection with other people, other artists.
Exactly.
Yes, to give me another way, like to use different materials, different supplies behind my, because I made a lot of experience through mixed media. I don't know if you can find it behind my artwork.
Oh yes,
Yes,
there is a particular piece, and I
yes,
and I don't have it. I don't have a picture. I might. I think what I will do is make sure I get one in the
yes,
thing and insert it. But the octopus,
yeah. I love explore
that
all.
that octopus. Now that's one of your mixed media pieces, correct?
Yes, yes, I love it because I feel more comfortable when I use different kind of materials behind my artwork, especially mixed media. I feel strength. I feel more strength, more expression, free expression, to mix supplies. You understand?
I do, and
Yes.
I think that's one of the things that is, really comes to life with those paintings in particular, because you have that, not only the
I've
the
been
different colors, you have these different textures and
Yeah, I have an
different layers.
I have an example here. If
Ah,
you want to show you an example behind one of painting I made, inspired by octopus. It's
pull
one
it
of
up.
painting. Let me show you this one. It's a mixed media painting I made. You can
Oh,
see I use seconds and carbon.
oh, that is
Yeah,
absolutely stunning, Leslie.
it's one of my best painting I made. You hear?
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Again, I think I saw a post for that, but man, and the videos got it closer to
Yeah.
life. But
So,
oh,
so many of my mixed media paintings look different when you see them face to face. Yes,
yes,
it's different,
indeed.
because I love different kind of supplies behind them. Like the one I showed you, like right now, is very different. I use cardboard, I use seconds, I use piece of crystal. A lot of things behind this painting.
Speaking of paintings, I have another one of your paintings here. I might as well bring this one up now.
Okay.
So Leslie uh, was kind enough to take time to do this commission work for me a few months back, and
Okay.
this is his. I don't know if you would call it a portrait. I would say it's a portrait, but this if it'll display correctly.
Yes. You can see I use bats behind your painting in the background. Yes, I see.
Hopefully this shows. I'm not sure if my I'll take another picture of this and
Okay.
put it in there. But yeah, one of the things I loved about this painting, and I'm going to talk about it. You all will have to see it when I insert the picture later on. But
Yeah.
that much being said, one of the things I loved about this was the continuity of shapes. There is that flow to it. The way you chose the moon, the continuity of shapes
Yeah.
of the moon to my face, to the earrings. I've noticed that all of your paintings have this kind of continuity of motion in them.
Imaginary.
And that again, that's that intuition that comes from the interior world, not I don't see that in traditional Haitian art. What I see in traditional Haitian art are very flat surfaces. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It
Yeah.
just creates a different way of seeing it. Traditional Haitian artwork to me seems very intentionally two-dimensional.
Okay.
And very hard line oriented. Not a lot of there may be curvatures within it if it's someone depicted, but even within that, the framing, the motion is still very box, is very, very rigid, very oh gosh, what am I looking for here? I don't want to say mathematical, but very mathematical. Yours pick up these, I incorporate a lot of these organic curves and roundings and plays with perspective.
Yeah, so I want you to know yours is very special. Yours is very special because I spent more time and more energy to make this painting for you because
thank you.
I just want to give something special to a good friend. That's how I work. When someone want me to make something for them, like a commission painting, I spend more time to make some things like unique. Yes.
Well, it is an absolutely stunning piece. I will, again, this is something that I intend to have in my family,
Yes.
and pass on, but I've never had anything like this.
It's a big honor to make this piece for you as well. Yes, it's a big honor.
Well, let's continue on with a few more questions here. Speaking of history and voodoo, obviously you mentioned you're not a practitioner. That much being said, when people encounter your artwork and they're not familiar with voodoo outside of, maybe what they've seen in movies or Western culture, what do you hope they take away from it? Even if they are not familiar with it, and it is, let's say we're speaking of your more traditionally oriented paintings that are voodoo based or Loa based.
Many people are afraid of the image many artists made. Like example, the artists love paint scores behind the artwork and explain it's voodoo. If the artist doesn't give a good explanation behind the artwork, the strangers will see it very very scary.
Right.
But when you tell them exactly the meaning of the painting and then what inspired you to create this piece, surely the people will love it. They will never focus about the image like scores or other things.
Well,
So
the
explanation is very important as well.
And I guess that's really kind of what I was honing in on. Do you hope that people maybe then do see these, in the sense that obviously to an outsider, people see that some, the iconography of voodoo, think, oh, it's scary, yeah, it's scary, or it's dark. Again, it's not. I mean, okay, maybe. I mean, it is and it isn't. But from the perspective of the philosophy, religion, and spirit of voodoo, it's not dark at all. And so, do you feel that perhaps because there is such a misunderstanding, do you feel that there is still a big misrepresentation of voodoo in the Western world, and that maybe it is important that people kind of rethink it? I feel it's something that we got 10 minutes left. I feel it's something that we do need in this modern time. And that'll be we'll do some wrap up, but I'll let you speak on that.
So many people see voodoo in different angle. Sometimes the people see it like something evil, but when the artists try to explain about the spirits, because voodoo isn't evil.
Correct.
Yes, that's what people must know behind the Asian voodoo. It's not evil. When you find someone who didn't know nothing about the voodoo, you will be scared. But when you find someone who knows the meaning of each laws or spirits, you will love voodoo, because it's very good religion. Yes.
I myself am not obviously a practitioner, but through all of my exposure to you and the other artists that I have come to know, I have learned so much, and honestly, the iconography is something that, during my own personal times of loss,
Yes.
Has spoke to me, and
the spirits are our guide, I can say. Yes, a protector.
Indeed.
But many people ignore. Yes.
Last thing I'd like to ask you, while we have the time, what is the big plan for 2026? What is on Leslie's agenda for the year? If you could name one thing. I'm sure there's many.
Okay. For the next year, 2026, right?
Yes.
So my plan is to show my studio artwork in many galleries or museums, like I made this year, and then try to travel to another country, like participate in art residencies.
Perhaps you might come to the United States.
It's very difficult to come to the United States, because I have many friends who try to plan a trip for me, but it's very difficult. But maybe in Europe it will be more easy for me.
Well, we'll say, and I'll say this: you might want to wait about 3 more years. Things aren't exactly the greatest here, right?
Yes. I have many friends in US embassy, but it's very difficult for me to get a visa to come here.
Yes, unfortunately for you and many other people, and I do hope that changes. And
I hope so.
In the future, I hope to maybe be a facilitator and helping you to bring your artwork here. I would love to travel to one of your exhibitions in person. And I will say, in the meantime, though, to wrap up here, I will post all of your social media links at the end of the show. So for all of you watching this,
I think maybe we can plan something for the next year, like an exhibition,
we will begin to work on it. So friends, stay tuned and keep your ears up and your eyeballs popped for information, because if I can make that happen, I will. But I will, in the meantime, at the end of this show, all of your media links. Leslie's artwork is available online through his store at Big Cartel. T-shirts, paintings, prints,
different kind of paintings.
Indeed. And you have some special holiday sales going on right now. So great time to get something for your house or a friend that's one of a kind, very unique. You'll cherish it always. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Leslie, I want to thank you so much for joining me on Sunglasses After Dark and for the painting.
It's a big pleasure to create this piece for you. It's very unique and sacred.
Thank you. I will cherish it always. And for the rest of you, please stick around for the rest of the show. We will have some music coming up shortly. So once again, Leslie, thank you. And we'll be talking to you again soon. You have a wonderful day.
Same to you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, friends. And without further ado, I am going to play for you a few songs that I wrote for the season, so to speak. Stick around. All right, friends, and welcome back to Sunglasses After Dark. I'm your musical entertainment. Here's an original number I've entitled Shake and Stomp My Blues. Story, tell me I should don't sing your sad song that I got love when I don't wanna go to the movies, I wanna go to dinner. Oh, I already told you what I want to now. I wanna shake and stomp my blues. Wanna shake and stomp my blues. Wanna shake and stomp my blues. Now. Now you're trying to tell me another story. I don't want to hear it. I told you what I wanna do when I wanna go. Maybe I just go walking on my happy way home, and I will do what I wanna do, what I wanna do, what I wanna. I don't wanna go to the movies, no. I don't wanna go to dinner, no. I told you what I need to do now. I'm gonna shake and stomp my blues. I wanna fight with you. I wanna shake and stomp my blues. right, friends, I have one more for you. This one is called Melt Me a Snowman, and it's about warming the heart of someone who's been, well, frozen up from cold emotions and experiences. I will say one of the things that definitely warmed my heart, once again, a huge thank you to Leslie Pierre Paul for this amazing portrait that I have on my wall here behind me. At the end of my show, please check the links. But without further ado, here's my song, Melt Me a Snowman. I see you in the morning as you go our separate ways through the fog and dim city lights. And sometimes I wonder if maybe you'd like me. You wanna be somewhere far away, so close you can always feel it. On a cold night in the fireplace of a hot black coffee. My friends say you got a bad history. That's why you never smile out, so we see. But I think maybe it's a different story, and you just need run. So here I am at 3 a.m. with the red Hillary and the black opaque. I know some people might think it's strange, but I think maybe you'll see something far away, somewhere else you can always feel it. On cold, cold night in the fireplace smoke, or hot the black coffee. Because I see through, I choose to see. I see through the icy thing everybody else sees. I see through. And one day I hope maybe, like me, you might see me. Well, friends, what can I say? This has been probably one of my favorite episodes to film and put together. I have to say, on top of this holiday season, which has been extra special for me, I hope it has been extra special for you. And Happy New Year, as we are now in 2026. I had intended to have this episode, well, up for all of you on New Year's, and the holidays got the best of me in the best possible way. I hope that this year is a fantastic year for all of you. And I hope that all of you take a moment and check out Leslie's links to his artwork, to his pages, to his shop, and continue to follow and support him and the rest of the artists that are part of his school. So, with that being said, we are going to be taking a break for the next several months. We will be back in spring with a new season and a few new adjustments around the crypt, so to speak. But until then, I would like to say, as always, remember, the camera is always rolling. Life is shot in wide angle. You are the writer, the director, the villain, villainess, hero, or heroine. Whatever the story, make it a good one. It's yours. And as always, stay fabulous, darlings.